I need to finish them up to like 100 season 3. Stogie, where's the Borb drone designs? They're it's gonna be a work in progress. But yeah, we're drawing Fox. Drawing Fops. It's funny because like I feel like like there's oh god damn it. I hate it. Like sometimes the there you go. The sometimes sometimes the damn thing just fights with me. It's like it doesn't want to like something to do with like I feel like drivers. All right. Are you gonna work? Are you gonna work? Are we gonna you gonna behave, tablet? Maybe it's gonna need to like secure the other end. But yeah, hopefully you guys had a good week. Oh, for okay. I'm glad that I'm pretty sure I have the thing muted. Government assigned persona. Yep, this is Ilianos's government assigned persona. I swear to God, do I have to fucking reload my restart my computer? I really hope not. I mean, Ilianos, are they wrong? Also, welcome on to people's news. Hey, Sweet Bean. Maybe that port is just borked. Let's try this port. What's up, Crisp? Okay, so I think it's just that port's really fucked up. Thank you, Chris. Are you done yet? No? Okay, thank you. Welcome back, Wolf. I'm glad to have you, Sweet Bean. It's just a generic fox, nothing more, nothing less. I would argue that, like, buff foxes are actually relatively rare, which I think is a shame, because I think buff foxes are cute. I'm a big fan of the design, and the salmon-colored tank top is the distinguishing feature. I mean, you got, like, there's definitely some aspects here that I think are, like, the black leggies and armies, presumably. Great value, Fox. I mean, listen. There's nothing wrong with, like, to be fair, as I'm struggling with welcome on Atanos, gonna be sweeping. As I'm struggling with, there's definitely such a thing as too much design. Over design is a very real. It is real. It can hurt you. All right, let's start. Let's do a sketch. I feel like Greek tragedies look at DMs. I sent you a horrid image of a poor cat looking upon the corpse of his brethren. Okay. Hold up a moment. I've been sent. Also, fucking, I don't know why Discord decides. Okay, I've seen this image so much. This is by no means a new image. Where's fucking, because Chaos has one of these types of cats. Where's Chaos the Bingus enjoyer? Wait, am I even right? I'm not the right scene. Weird. There you go. It's salute. Comment allez-vous? Comment allez-vous? Bingus is problematic. Wait, what? Like you're the original hairless cat? Oh, so that's raw chicken. But no, Chaos, I believe, has a Sphinx like this. They're cute. I don't think I could have one. I want the fluffy. Like I would be happy to interact with one. I think I would rather like. Did I fucking? Okay, there we go. I just like didn't. I guess I must have shifted it over slightly. Okay. Shaves his Sona. Hi. Delos, you didn't hear me. For hairless cats, I would interact with, but not own. Man, people these days they just can't listen. Welcome on NPC. Glad to have you, Sweet Bean. I agree. By the way, I would love to see more muscle foxes or bara foxes. I think that we deserve more. And like it's one of those things where it's like it doesn't even need to be like, oh, you know, because the stereotype is like foxes are bottoms, which like, you know, that's one of those like, you know, I don't necessarily know why foxes get that. I guess because like, you know, the furry fandom I think tends to lean somewhat bottom. I'm on break. Welcome on Lazy Waffles. Glad to have you, Sweet Bean. Hairless cats is the only way to experience a supermarket chicken as a pet. You can just own a chicken. Hairless cats are cute, but knowing their butts make suction cup marks on flat surfaces would send my need to clean into a frenzy.
Gives you a Sprite. If you drink this Sprite, you will die.
Alright, don't mind me. I'm gonna drink the Sprite. Thank you for the reminder to hydrate. I like subverting expectations, especially when expressions gets to just shine through. Okay. What the... What is that? Did someone just have a Sprite emote? Oh, space Kiprite. That makes sense. Cause Sprite. Sonos reflect people's personality. Most bottoms pick foxes and thigh-high socks. You're not wrong. Where are the muscle bottoms with thigh-high socks though? I'm out here asking the real questions. Okay. Also, I think I realized something about like the way that I draw like jaws that I kind of want to do a little bit better on. So I might go off like the model here a little bit. I hate wearing socks. Let the dogs out. I definitely I prefer going barefoot as well. That's why I prefer a carpeted floor over a wooden floor. Welcome on in, Doodle Den. Can we shout out for the Doodle Den? Also one for Delos. If we've not already. They're muscle bottoms. I know one and he has a Foxona. And you didn't introduce us? Delos, I'm wounded. How could you betray me like this? Depends on my mood. I'll either have socks or let the dogs out. I think it also like depends on the weather. Like, cause there's definitely times where I'm like, you know, if it's cold, I'll put on like actually at a moment. Okay, so like you got a lot of fuzz in the ear, so. Also, you got the classic. This is a sign that I do need to probably do ears a little bit differently. Would I share my bottom stash? I'm a himbo, but I'm not that himbo. Greedy cat. All cats are greedy. Do you think Sturkey actually has feet? No, he does not have feet. Yes, he does have feet. What's the alternative to not having feet? Like, if I don't have feet, do I just like have like knives at the end of my feet? Like fucking, isn't there like a Pokemon like the Seru Edge or whatever from the newest Pokemon games? Is that what not having feet implies? Yes, oven mitts. I have EV slippers for when my feeties get cold. What the bird doing? The bird doing art. Strikemorph, look at the Fire Emblem Awakening models. For what? Hey, we were talking about over-design earlier. Is that why you want me to look at the I'm actually watching. Because I'm watching like a professional. Like I can't remember if I think she's like getting her master's in like 2D art. Why did 4 of you vote that I don't have feet? This is a concerning trend that I don't necessarily feel like I want the answer to. To see what no feet are. There you go. I've never seen them. Sent you a picture of the feetless Fire Emblem characters. Wait, did they not put feet on the Fire Emblem Oh. No, they have feet, they're just clipped too low. Like, their feet are just clipped into the ground. Schrodinger's foot kink is a wild thing to say. Starkey just hovers above the ground. Just hover menacingly to establish dominance. No, that's just how the models are designed. I mean, listen, this game was on the 3DS. I don't necessarily blame them. Oh, I also thought you were talking about not Awakening, but Engage. Do you think I haven't taken a look at the Engage models. Do they have feet? I don't want the answer to that question. I just wanted to ask it. That's do not tell me if they have feet or not. My only interest was in asking the question and forcing everyone else to deal with the consequences of it. And there's the steppies. What? Well, it's a 6-5. It's a close split of feet versus no feet. I'm already liking the ear more. I think the part of why this like looked so weird to me, I might I swear to God, there's gonna be like noticeable generations of these fucking these orbs when I'm done. Like you're gonna be able to tell what generation you are based off of how I did the styling. They all have the same feet as Waverns from Monster Hunter. I've not actually played a Monster Hunter game, so that reference does go over my head a little bit. Is that a specific monster that just doesn't have feet? Or was it Waverians? I don't know why. I thought I need to be better about like what I actually start my lining at. Because I have the fucking worst habit of just like beginning the process of designing and like lining with like the most random fucking details. Welcome on in, Cam. Glad to have you, Sweet Bean. Could you shout for Chimera and Dragonite? Heckin' super sweet, very handsome bean. Highly recommend him. Go give him a check out, especially if you like metalcore stuff. No, it's Cam brings the metalcore energy. I definitely like this. I like that shape. Something like that more. I have nothing to do at work. Please save me. Listen. I had the same issue. I just kind of had like an anxiety. I just kind of had generalized anxiety about it. You've got this. I believe in you. Free me from employment. Yeah, honestly, like I feel like that's so much recently. It's just been like the concept of employment is some bullshit. There's a statistic I saw recently that's something like 98% of Gen Z in the workplace are burnt out, which is a number so staggering that it literally like defies polling conventions. Because like when people make polls, like when you ask people specific opinions about things, you have to basically like add a little bit of wiggle weight, because you will just get people who like just answer the opposite way as a joke. I think it's like the effect of like it's almost impossible to get like there's always going to be like 3 to 4% wiggle room. So the fact that it's a 98%.
Boss makes $1, I make a dime. That's why I play the hit MOBA League of Legends on company time.
Why would you fucking take a break from your job to play a second job? Just do anything else. What if hiring committees see the statistics and think, all right, Gen Z gets overwhelmed easily? Well, no, it's because they are many a lot of hiring managers have. It's a similar statistic. It's something like 90% of hiring managers have admitted that they will not hire Gen Z no matter the qualifications. So, like, we were just fucked. Capitalism will die with us because we were not given a chance. But hey, what can you do? You know, I guess, like, form communes about it. Boss makes $1, while I make a dime, that's why I'm a problem. Honestly, yeah. I'm sorry, I must hide the fops. Hides you. Stores you away in the nether realm. But no, like, it's all just so exhausting. Okay. I'm liking where this is going already. Welcome on, Rich. Glad to have you, Sweet Bean. Netherrealm, you mean Australia? Oh yeah, you know what? Fair point.
Makes $1, I make a dime. That's why I look at porn of various Pokemon in the work bathroom on company time.
Listen, I saved that for when I work remotely. I'm just kidding. I do that in the office too. Hold up. Let me see what kind of eye shape. Okay, so it's also, you do noticeably have it. You have a second identifying attribute, which is the yellow sclera. Tem actually hit a lot of like fun little details that would make any kind of fox immediately recognizable, which I think is cool. And a sign that like Tem, I'm like, I need to watch an entire like YouTube channel dedicated to design. Because the way she explains stuff is like really compelling. Hi, I was busy in Risk of Rain 2 run, so I didn't see you get started. Welcome on to Fine Point. Glad to have you, Sweet Bean. All good. I know how wacky, wild, and inflatable flailing tube band. That's not how any of this works.
Boss makes $1, I make a dime. This is why I am holding the boss's family hostage for a ransom.
Crisp. Where are my fucking parents, Crisp? Welcome on to Beasley Dirk. Glad to have you, sweetie. Give me a shout out for Beasley. I colored after the fact and the colors were suggested from a draw over by Zetern. Okay, fair enough. I think you did a really good job. The colors are very crisp, like very, you know, it adds a lot of expression. What is this? Mono no aware? I almost said mono no aware, and then I realized, oh wait, it's probably in Japanese. I have to imagine Temire art. Yeah. Well, the line work seems to be Temire. It sounds like Ilianov's colored it in himself, which I think is, I actually think that's like kind of cool. I know some artists are like very particular about like they don't want people working on their pieces after they get done. Which I can kind of get if art is like your primary, you know, like you want to make sure that your art is representative of your work. So like if people see like a weirdly colored version of your art.
$1, I make a dime. 47 missing, 12 dead.
Crisp. I don't even make $1. Who are you killing, Crisp? Okay. Let's see. Let me hide this real quick. Nope, that's not the right. Okay, it's looking good so far. But yeah, how you doing, Beasley, Sweet Bean? Happy Heckin' Friday. We are currently in the process of Here, let me move you under for a bit while I figure out the line work. One thing I realized is I think I need to start, because I think I realized a thing I do that's not it's not a positive, like this just like smooth curve here. If I actually like think about like where the head is, there's like fluff here. Like there's not that smooth curve, and I think I need to fix that. Can I take a I've been doing well, but help my brother pack for moving day tomorrow. Oof. Well, hopefully, hopefully it goes smoothly. Trust me, I've been in this situation where like I had to pack, moving is a huge source of stress. Sometimes, usually though, ideally though, it's worth it. What's up, Chris?
Boss makes $1, I make a dime. That's why I actively try to perform ritual sacrifices to Egyptian gods to curse my boss's bloodline. So far it went so good, so far as half of his family starved to death. Another quarter was consumed by locusts.
Also, I think I need to bring the snoot in a bit. To some degree, I'm like, I am trying to because I'm trying to experiment a little bit with what I want my style to even be. Like nowadays, I feel like I'm at the point in my art journey where like I could reasonably begin the process of like actually developing a style. Deranged crisp moment. It's not the first, and it definitely won't be the last. How many times do you think I've had to reset crisp so far? Okay, that looks a lot better actually. Now that after doing that already, I'm like, okay, this already looks so much more clean. What's up, Chris?
Boss makes $1, I make a dime. That's why I try to form a union for better work rights on company time.
Why are people just saying 73? I give you carte blanche to draw as you see fit. I appreciate that. The big thing I want the end state of my art to look appealing. Is the only thing I really like want from any of my pieces. Is I want people to look at them and be like, that's cute. I like that. Like this does give you the giga chattest of chins. But wait, hold up a moment. Welcome on in, Mlumlun. Glad to have you, sweet bean. I'm starting to wake up at 5 a.m. I'm starting to fall asleep. Go get sleep then, you goober. My sleep schedule is fucked. Help. Tino says stop my stream. No, that's not. It just means it's the first. You can't. Why not? Why can't you just go EP? Here's the thing. Your options are either go EP or experience the direct undiluted power of the sun. I'll wake up at 3 a.m. I can't go to bed at 6 p.m. What? Okay, real talk. Am I weird? Because, like, during the weekend, I can sleep, like, arbitrarily long. Like I get, like, 7 hours of sleep on average during the week, and then during the weekend, like, when I sleep in, if I don't actively force myself to get up, I sleep for, like, 12 to 14 hours. Is this a sign of, like, severe health issues? Huh, yeah, you're weird. I sleep for 9 to 10 hours always. 6 is all I really need. That's fucking wild to me, by the way. 6 hours of sleep. People like, because, you know, I chat with a new friend, and he's like, yeah, I get up at, like, I on average get up at 7, and I'm like, okay, that makes sense. Like, when I'm going to the office, I get up at 7 as well to avoid traffic. And then he tells me, yeah, he had, like, his early days start at 5 o'clock in the fucking morning. Which I think is, like, genuinely incredibly bizarre. Wild? A little bit. How does that look? I like it. I think it needs some touching up. Oh, congratulations, Melon, on getting on earning yourself the war crime of the day, war crime of du jour. I start my day at 3 a.m. because Jim and I'm going to try to align to East Coast time and go to bed by 9 p.m. I'm very much a night owl. I actually I struggle to get like anything done in the morning. Like I actually like have no clue. That's a crisp.
Boss makes $1, I make a dime, that's why I charge you all 100 channel points to make me say dumb shit.
Okay, we're closing in on a shape that I actually like for the snoot. I'm a dragon. I refuse to be convinced that mornings are real. I just like I don't know, man. I can't I hate mornings. Mornings are the devil. Let's do something like this more. Yeah, no hugs because I'm fucking dead. I could never be a morning person. I can do mornings, but also like if I'm doing mornings, I get to complain the whole time. That's my rule. My rule is if you're waking me up in the morning, you are giving me carte blanche to complain the entire time. Owl City of Fireflies, but it sounds like absolute shit. Starkey, when you visit here, I will wake you up at 8 a.m. I will tackle you back to sleep. I like early mornings, so it's so. That's why I like late nights. I like late nights because they're so quiet. This design is already looking a lot cleaner. No takesies, backsies. Listen, I will literally just. I'm 350 pounds, 6'8". If I don't want to get up, you're not getting me up. Tackle to sleep. I will literally just like roll over on top of you and crush you back into unconsciousness. I wake up for work at 2:40 a.m. and I start at 4. Oh my god. If I ever wake up early, I'm illegally obligated to complain about going back to bed. I like this shape a lot more. I think this is more what I was looking for. I just didn't have the shape language to approach it yet. Sturge, I know people who can move you. Listen, if you can move me, that's hot. Do you have a chance of waking me up? Well, assuming you're not already in bed. I'd probably just wake you up and tell you to get in the bed. This is amazing. I mean the horror. Should we crucify a random chat member? Yes, pick me. Yes, don't pick me. No. I've been feeling a lot better now that I've stopped forcing myself to wake up at 5:30 in the morning for work. My rule is, so like, I wake up at 7 o'clock during the days that I go into the office, and I try to leave my house by 7:30, which is possible because I am a night bather and not a morning showerer. So yeah, that's that, and then like the goal of that is just like get into the office before the traffic hits, because the difference between the trip to work with traffic versus without can actually be up to an hour and a half. Like it literally, like I've lost an hour and a half one day because I was driving and there were 2 separate massive car wrecks on my way to work. I go back to work now. Have a good day. For sure, thank you for stopping by NPC. Hopefully work goes smoothly for you.
$1, I make a dime. That's why I am eager to overcome my skill issue and thus become a true Giga Chad eating projectiles at my boss. On God, I am going to glow up from basic to Sigma before you know it, fam. Boss soon won't be passing the vibe check ever again, because I slayed him to take the ultimate dub. Don't think he's beating the income inequality allegations with this one, chat.
Okay. Yeah, Crisp just fucking went full Gen Z. Actually, that's like halfway between Gen Z and Gen Alpha.
Rats, we're rats, we're the rats.
What's up, Crisp?
Hope you like Fireflies by Owl City.
It's a bit late. Fireflies with the lyrics of the first 3 lines. Is this the new stream bit? Did you replace Buddy Holly with Fireflies?
Do you like this? Do you like this? Well, no more.
Welcome on in, Garion. Glad to have you, Sweepy. Good show for Garion. Garion, I'm learning. I actually fixed the Borbs. I'm also currently drawing the Fox Orb. It's me. It's me. Hi, it's me. I'm the problem. It's me. I actually like because I don't listen to a lot of Taylor Swift, but my friend did share that song with me because she resonates very deeply with it. And it's because it's one of those things where it's like, I'm the sacrifice for your crucifixion. Listen, you're gonna have to fight off 4 other people apparently. Because apparently, apparently we got 5 people who are willing to be sacrificed. This is a crucifixion. It's not even it's not even a horny sacrifice. It's not like, oh, we'll sacrifice you to Gargnak, the fucking 700-foot tall Bara bear man who eats you. Like, I can at least understand the sacrifice for the aspect of horny there, but like, go away, Panda, you get gunned by me every day. Listen, sometimes you just gotta take the shot. Also, like, honestly, like, sometimes you just gotta take the shot is unironically really good relationship advice. Because like I do get people who ask me occasionally, like what my advice for developing a relationship is, which is fucking wild. Because I've been single for like, how long have I been single? Long enough where I've forgotten. It's been at least 2 years since I left my last relationship, and that didn't even last a full year. People are like, Starkey, how are you so like? You must be a master of love as you continue to be single. Okay, welcome on in. Welcome on in. Give me a shout out for Wolfcade Zero, heckin' super sweet bean. Welcome on in. How you doing? For those who don't know, I'm Starkmore, Big Chaos Growing Internet. I stream every Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday from 7 to 10 p.m. Monday, Tuesday, 6 to 9 p.m. Thursday, Friday. What are you up to? We're currently drawing a Fox Orb. I have a redeem where people can get a YCH of themselves being turned into orb. But how you doing? Where are you up? How's Lost? Ooh, Lost Odyssey. I definitely remember my brother playing that. That's like an Xbox 360 game if memory serves. Did they bring it to like PC? Because if so, I might give that a try. My only advice is communicate properly. Yeah, communication is definitely like probably the central thing in a relationship is just being able to communicate your wants, needs, and But yeah, no, we were chatting about life and stuff. My big advice for relationships is you got to be comfortable being solo. You want to make sure that you're not ending up in a relationship that is worse than being alone. Because those are possible. They happen a lot. Good, thanks. I just started. Yep, it's on 360. Playing on the 360, but you can download on Xbox One, Xbox Series. Okay, interesting. I unfortunately don't have any console other than the Switch. I won't be getting the Switch too, realistically speaking. Should Starkey get a foot-long meatball sub from Subway? Yet, chat, I can do better than Subway. Also, like, I think the closest Subway is like 50 minutes away. I somehow live in the least Subway location in Indiana.
We're rats. We're the rats.
What's up, Crisp?
The best romance advice comes from lonely people, unless it's Andrew Tate. Send that bioorganic waste to prison.
Yeah. Welcome on, Brianna. Glad to have you, sweet Bane. I would argue, here's the thing. I don't even necessarily think that that's like... I would say the best relationship advice comes from those who are comfortable being outside of a relationship. Just gonna lurk and get some food for sure. Be sure to get nice and full. Big and round. Points at you. Like I wanted to try it. Dredge is a wholesome fishing game until it's not. I think I watched DA play a little bit of Dredge. I need to give it a try. Not gonna lie, if I had to choose between a Subway sandwich and compete in one of Jigsaw's saw traps, I'll take the saw trap. You are... Here's the thing. Subway isn't great, but it's not literally torture. Fuck it. Like, okay, to be fair, like, the thing I usually get from Subway is technically a secret menu item, because I get the Italian BMT, which is like, it's turkey... turkey salami. I can't remember. Like there's like there's like something to it. I don't think it's bacon. I can't remember what the B is. You usually get a club and then add a lot of veggies. Okay, so it's kind of just you kind of just got like some cheek fluff, which I can kind of represent by. There's a Subway attached to a gas station not too far from you. Okay. I was unaware. I was unaware of my proximity to the nearest Subway. Which I think is probably like a sign of like something that's in general good for my mental well-being. Is being like, yes, I don't know where my nearest Subway is. This is a mark towards my emotional well-being. There we go. That's where most Subways are around there. Around here, they're connected to gas stations and or Walmarts. Okay. Question. If a crime happens in a Subway inside of a Walmart, and you're talking to your friend, and you're like, oh yeah, this crime happened. Do you say that it happened in a Walmart, or do you say that it happened in a Subway? Because my default thinking is you say that it happened in a Walmart, but technically it would be more accurate to say it happened in a Subway. I think it's something to do with the aura of something to do with the aura of the Walmart. Subway, Walmart, Walmart, Subway, a Walmart, Subway. It's a pretty even split. That I think that's a wild thing. I love accidentally like splitting the room perfectly in half. Like this was an argument that was like a central, like a main point of the channel for a bit. Does raw broccoli belong in a salad? For some people, for some reason, consider it a war crime, and I can't wrap my head around that. No. If a gun-toting robber pointed a gun at a Subway employee and the detective asked you and you said Walmart, that would be used in court to discredit you as witness testimony. I suppose that's fair. I guess it depends on if the crime is reliant on it being a Walmart or a Subway employee. I'd say yes. If I'm taking to local, I'm sure it has its place. Is fucking Brock, like, cause, you know, here in Indiana, we have salad bars. We have, you know, we have salad. I don't know why that's a bragging. We have salad. is a fucking wild thing to be bragging about, but no, so we have salad bars here in Indiana, and I think the vast majority of the ones I go to have broccoli on the salad in Indiana. Like the vast majority of the ones I go to have broccoli on the line to be put on a salad. Which is why I'm so confused by people who are like, ew, broccoli in a salad. Like, broccoli would be fine if it's chopped finely. Well, it's bite-sized florets. If you find a body behind the counter of a Saboro at a mall food court, do you say you found a body in a Saboro or a mall cart? Welcome on in, Hurley Slow. Like, let it have you, sweet Ben. I believe this is Risk of Rain I recognize this. This song's a jam. We have raw broccoli at the salad bar, Tiffany. Green Goddess salad has broccoli. I just like, because there are people who are like, oh, ew. Like, why is it because there's like a cultural, like the cultural zeitgeist that broccoli is gross when it's like, it really isn't? Like, I feel of all of the like, hey, I love Risk Rain music. By the way, can we shout out for Hurry Slowly? Heckin' super sweet bean. For those of you here who are appreciators of the shiny, I know Hurry Slowly is also a fan of it. Broccoli is my go-to veggie. I love broccoli. I think it's probably my go-to veggie as well. Either that or like, because like I feel like if you're talking about veggies and you're like, oh yeah, my favorite veggie is onions. It's like, you're not eating a raw onion. You're eating a run. I'm sorry, I got stun locked for a moment there. You're not eating a raw onion. You're eating onion in some way that's prepared. I knew it was this version. I love broccoli, but only raw.
Wretch, wretch, where the wretch?
What's up, Crisp?
Starkey, can we go salad stacking at the local buffet till we get kicked out? I want
Yes.
to see how many plates we can get away with.
It's like the video of the guy who went to Subway, and it was like, he was just like, how many olives can I get them to put on this sandwich before I get kicked out? And the answer, like it's like a various, like, you just put like more spinach. Can I get more spinach? A little bit more spinach? A bit more spinach? And it's just a fucking, it's just an open-faced sandwich with a sizable brick of leafy green. And I'm pretty sure it varies place to place. Also, I imagine it probably varies on how busy the Subway is. Starkey, when's the last time you went to Olive Garden specifically for the olives? Hey, let me... Oh, hold up a moment. What's up? Chris is going to say a thing.
If you put raw broccoli on a hot dog, does that count as raw dogging it?
Yes, next question. If I had a penny for every single time I willingly gone to Olive Garden, I would have 0 pennies. But yet I can I've been to Olive Garden too many fucking times. Olive Garden sucks, man. It's expensive too. I would have 2 pennies. You've willingly gone to Olive Garden twice? But no. Wish our pizza had a salad buffet, the salad stack, but they did in China back then. Good art time. Welcome on in, Jared. I'm glad to have you, sweet. I wouldn't necessarily say this is good art. I'm currently fucking writing the struggle best, trying to figure out how to draw these goddamn paws. I've never been, but I'm Olive Garden curious. Olive Garden is just Italian Applebee's. Should we go to Starkey? Should we take Starkey to Olive Garden? I just order endless soup and salad and nothing else. That's also what I get when I go to Olive Garden. And the fucked up thing, endless soup and salad is like the cheapest thing they have on the menu, and it's still like $25 a person. It's too expensive. You know, Olive Garden has more than an hour, but also has coupons for free food. Yes, go to Starkey. I had a fucking thought and it was gone. I had a thought and then it got derailed by the fucking Olive Garden bit. Even in the metaphorical, Olive Garden pisses me off. I used to go a lot in the teens with my family for the soup, salad, and breadsticks when they had the cheap deal for it at $6. My fucking, like, my grandparents love that place, and every time I go, I'm just like, I would rather... Because, like, there is actually, like, a genuinely, like, really fucking good Italian place in like within the same driving distance. That, like, you know, it's, like, I swear, it's something with the lead poisoning, where boomers just do not have the ability to taste things. This is the effect Olive Garden has on people. It's a fucking, it's Olive Garden is a fucking mimetic hazard. Olive Garden is like the only good place, only good for filling up the endless breadsticks. Okay, I remembered the bit I was about to go on, because I'm about to express my most sincere regret for Pizza Hut. I have many fond childhood memories of Pizza Hut because of the specifically the is it Box It or Dish It? Basically, the idea is, like, if you read a certain number of books as like, you know, from your, like, local library, and then prove that you did it, like, you know, they'd give you, like, points, and then you could redeem enough of those points to get, like, a personal deep dish pizza. Olive Garden's a psyop. I remember those were great. Yeah, I fell in love with Pizza Hut. And then, like, now as an adult, Pizza Hut, the quality of Pizza Hut is fucking awful. And also, because, like, we would go to Pizza Hut frequently, so my mom would get something, and then she would, like, in addition to the personal pan pizza I would get, she would get the fucking like the garlic breadsticks. You know what you can't order from fucking Pizza Hut, and you have to go specifically to their buffet to get? Those goddamn garlic breadsticks. Those things are crack. They're crack, and you won't sell them to me, you fucks. I'm sorry. This is something I'm very deeply passionate about. Honestly, the Pizza Hut slider is whiplash to me. Pizza Hut has gone downhill. School pizzas are better. Oh, 100%. Birdman, I got the Night Ring game. They have the Bird Boy. Welcome on, Eagle Jalapeno. Glad to have you, Sweet Bean. Board full of sticks. Yeah, but it's fucking... whenever I'm like, okay... Like, I have occasionally, like, there was like twice or 2 or 3 times where I'm like, I've called to place an order at Pizza Hut, and I'm very specifically, every single time I'm like, by the way, there's these breadsticks that you have, that are the garlic breadsticks that are like cooked in a row, that aren't, like, fully formed fucking bread polyhedrons, because I refuse to call them breadsticks. They're just fucking tubes of carbohydrates that are Satan themselves. And every single time they're like, yeah, no, I know what you're talking about. And they fucking put the order in, and guess what I get from goddamn Pizza Hut every single fucking time. Every single time they give me the fucking carbohydrate tubes. Why, Pizza Hut, you fucks? Anyways, that's been my first world problem of the day. Pokemon and Ivan are. It's good to be sleeping. We shout for Chaos, or for Chaos and Ivan. What is the poll? Chat wants to take me to Olive Garden so I can complain about Olive Garden, I think. I'm uncertain.
What does this button do? Please, please, do not push the button.
Send you a picture of a turtle. Oh, hold on, we got the thirst cart. I don't know what this video means. Fucking... I've got one near me. Fucking... Oh god, it's so zoomed in. Oh yes, there we go. Starkey, if we have held hands and went on a date to fucking Olive Garden and then Pizza Hut... I mean, listen. At that point, like, you are asking for something very specific, which is to be stuffed full of carbohydrates. And I am not, you know, I'm willing to assist.
Adam is trying to defame me as a suspiciously rich furry, though I'm poor like y'all.
Ivan, no. Inkscape crashed. Oh no. Anyways, apparently this is the turtle that Soyreal sent me. Mod Pizza hits, but they keep closing stores. There's... Okay, we're not doing this. Why are there so many fireflies? There's too many fireflies. 10 million of them is enough. You gotta go for 20 million. I want you to know that this topic is forcing me to order breadsticks from Marco's now. I'm so sorry. But no, I because it's just like it's just one of those fucking things where it's like it's one of those small things that would be like a a nice like memory thing for me to have. All right, fine. Fucking I guess I won't talk about my personal interests and my childhood trauma. I see how it is. Starkey, what do you have against fireflies? From your what? I'll never tell. Because I need to do more studies of the way, because like I really like the actually because if Night Lycan is here and I think also Ivan, I love the way you draw like very chonky pobs and beans. It's kind of like this. Yeah, there we go. It's almost squarish, chonky. What I hate I don't like the fucking like I don't like whatever they're doing with the fucking piano. It's doing weird shit to my brain. I love chunky pobs and beans. I love the like the look and feel of them, like where it's just like yeah, they got big old monster pobs. Yeah, I'm a monster fucker. I'm never gonna beat those allegations, let's be honest with ourselves. Because it's not a tempo or a tone. But no, I need to like. Speaking of chunky, I also probably need to do like some studies on like how to draw bellies better. Chunky pobs, they're just so fun, you know. That was ever in doubt, Starkey. Okay, fair enough. I'm gonna make fucking lose it. Don't. Man, why you fuck? The man's not even giving me a fucking chance to try and believe my eyes. Man's just like, you wouldn't believe your eyes. Fucking pissing me off. They were then ordered along with a chef salad. I'm so sorry that my rant about my very particular fondness for a specific type of garlic breadsticks has inspired you to order out. Starkey, you have easy references for chunky bodies from what you've been told, from what you've told us about yourself. Well, yeah, but I don't like my own build, which is fucking wild. Because like, the part of my brain that is objective looks at my build and is like, if this were on another person, I would find it very attractive. On me though, ew, no, what the fuck? Excuse me. Oh, this one's a classic. This is the one that I'm well aware of. This is Firefly's Owl City, but it's tuned to the note of this is Fireflies by Owl City, but in C monotonic. What is this? Every note C. If you want to train your ear for C, this is a good song to do it to. See, but it is art, then not you. It's for getting used to the change of the body types. I think it was just saved by the ads. C1, C2, C3, C4, C5, C6, and C6. Wow, so many options. And you could definitely tell the auto-tuning program he's using had struggles. It's trying its fucking hardest. It does not want to be doing this, but it it's like, this is not my purpose. One of my favorite things about this fucking song is actually part of the video. Where his face just stretches ever upwards. Vote skip. You know, fair enough. We are not even halfway through the song. Oh, this looks like it's gonna be a banger, actually. God bless. This isn't Fireflies. You're right. We can do with two. We get listen. 2 minutes of C monotonic fireflies, I think, is enough punishment. Is there a Cupcake remix of Fireflies in the queue? I'll look real quick. No. Finally, Reprieve. We get 2-song Reprieve before 2 more Fireflies, of which I think 1 might actually work. But no, like I was watching some videos about like how to do character design well. And I'm actually really excited to get back to doing character design. More Fireflies. Now there is. Oh my god. Listen, I will start skipping any particularly garbage Firefly memes. Like, for example, the C monotonic was definitely a bit too far. All right. How the fuck do I do fluff? Like, something like... Okay, so I guess it's like it's the fluff is primarily concentrated around the mouth and jaw area. Okay. Would you believe your eyes? I would not believe my eyes. I would believe my eyes. This poll's fucked, man. Listen. Eyes. Listen, sometimes you just gotta eyes. There we go. So just like basically like the chin fluff almost hides like the chin line. There we go. This song though is one I'm gonna have to play at my wedding. I'm deeply enamored with this woman's singing style. I need to get back into doing vocal covers. Cause like I need to, well, I think the big thing I need to do with specifically to reach this level is just practice a lot. I would love to sing with you. I definitely have it at Starkey Karaoke. I mean, I would be down to do a karaoke stream. Maybe that should be like the next goal once we do the math stream. Karaoke streams are so much fun. I could also potentially do like a Discord style karaoke stream, like bring on other people for anyone who wants to do, because like karaoke is a lot of fun, but also it's nice to have breaks between songs. Some streamers have 20k point redeems for songs. I know Winter Tiger / Cole has one of those. The big thing is like, so the big thing is there are certain redeem types that I'm like apprehensive about adding because they end up just disrupting stream flow. I guess like doing a song isn't necessarily that bad because like it does disrupt the stream flow, but like in a way that's like kind of like conductive to like interaction. I can do Lemon Demon very easily. Oh, which Lemon Demon song is the question? I always forget what my top tier Kongs in my range are, or top tier songs in my range are. I can definitely do the entire set from Epic the Musical. I can do the whole of Spirit Phone. Spirit Phone is definitely a good option. I realize now you definitely like. I think the big thing you've got going for you is just like fluff. Like, you can cover so many different songs. The big thing is like when I do covers, I go all out. Like, what's up, Chris?
Present me as shaking my fist at past me. I promised to sing karaoke for the co-workers in Japanese because I weaseled my way out of going with them when I was in Tokyo. They said I'd only be able to go again if I sung.
So basically what you're saying is you can never go on a work trip with your friends or with your coworkers. Okay, this is getting a little bit messy to interpret, but I think I have a basic idea of what all the fluff there is supposed to mean. I got a wide falsetto range, so I can do Muse pretty well. It varies from song to song, but I actually can do a relatively smooth transition from my normal singing voice to falsetto. So I have to memorize a Japanese song. I have it narrowed down to 3 songs. The correct answer, Baka Mitai. Dame dame, dame yo, dame nano yo. Baka Mitai, sugi de, sugi sugi te. Dore dak. I have a decent chunk of the chorus from Baka Mitai memorized, and I don't even fucking speak Japanese. So this is Owl City Fireflies, but beats 2 and 4 are swapped. I kind of love listening to what this does to songs. It's weirdly enough, this is almost more of a fucking jam than I think I would prefer to listen to this. Because it adds a weird syncopation that I'm kind of here for. One time I downloaded a Bjork song and it gets scrambled up just like this. I think it was intentional for 3 years. I mean, actually do Stay With Me by Miki Matsubara. Another good option that's turn up the song, please. Absolutely not. Another thing that might be a good option is Plastic Love by, oh, what is her name? This is why I didn't turn it up. But no, Plastic Love is also a good option. What's the matter, Ivan? Admittedly, it definitely does bad things to the chorus. I'm assuming the tail is probably the same. Maria Takeuchi. How could I forget? She is a fucking queen. I'm scared. So I'm assuming the tail's got the same thing going on here, where it's like black at the tip. Because like that seems to be kind of the theme with the design here, is that it's basically like tail's default fox. Okay. White tip tail. Okay. Okay. So we hide the underneath layer. Okay, so that's not. It's close. I think this is just basically like a quick fix here. Is basically just like smooth that in there. How does this? I think it's looking cute so far. I am gonna have to try and interpret what the fuck I was doing up here, but I think that this is adorable. I'm gonna say I think I did the rough outlines at 15, but I always feel like that's always like, because like I basically do the outline in the outline with full pressure. Actually heckin' adorbs. Yeah. I definitely think the changes I made were smart. And I might actually copy this to use as the base for Don't get too excited, chat. We're not done yet. Too late. I'm hype. I'm waiting for it. Oh my god. Awful. Awful. I gotta look for now and do my usual Saturday morning climb. Best of luck with that. Hopefully it goes smoothly. Great work so far. I'll be sure to send this over when I get it all like colored and painted up for you. This might actually be the single most criminal remix. Cause it vaguely works. It's not bad enough where your brain rejects it. But the entire time your brain's like, this is not what I wanted. I didn't come here for this. Welcome on Engage. Glad to have you, Sweet Bean. So you know what's fun? Turn up the song a bit. We need one for Queen. I mean, the drums are still playing. The drums do be playing. I need feet on the ground. I agree, turn it up. I need feet on the ground. I need to find the person who made this, and that person desperately needs to be contained. That person represents a danger to the collective like force of humanity. Because when I got my money and my mom gets her money, she has to send me money for rent, which I pay her back, and she insists on waiting to the hour due to do this every time. Oh my god. The person who made this did so much stuff to like this. I feel like it's almost more shameful that he kept the songs relatively true to themselves, because there is a guy who does mashups. I believe his channel is called One Board Jew Productions, or One Board Jew. I don't know. Unclear. I don't know that he's ever like verbally acknowledged his channel name. He's the person who did the X Gon Give It To Ya crossed with Call Me Maybe. And I feel like there's like, I feel like that's it shouldn't be better, but it is better to my brain for some reason. Chat, we can't do this. I can't do this. You can't do this. There it is. There's fucking, there's 10,000 cupcake. 10,000 cupcake flies. Vote unskippable. Who did this? Kronos, you fuck. What even? Why is there effort put into this? I asked and said it. I'm gonna have to. This is the last Fireflies. I'm so sorry. I can't do anymore. This is fucking. This is gonna break me as a human being. Like this is. Stark, you still need to read the thing. What thing? The person who made this. My vote means nothing to you. Welcome on in, Phoenix. Glad to have you, Sweepy. I'm so glad for you to join in the middle of Firefly Cupcake Remix. The signs. What? Read the signs? I'm gonna. Actually, hold up a moment. I might do some because if you might notice, there's actually a little bit of a difference. I actually made some edits to the baseboard. So this one's gonna be interesting to see how it turns out. I'd say this entire stream was not Fireflies, but it was. We still have time, chat. There's still 2 hours left of stream. We can change the timelines. It doesn't have to just be Fireflies. I can never listen to Alcides Fireflies again. I can't listen to the little German kid be excited about playing Fortnite ever again, because there's this video of someone who matched jazz chords to the kid, and I can't unhear the jazz chords. They just fucking automatically play in my head every time I hear that, like the oh my god, mein Gott, Leiter. My mama, da, 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 da. I can't remember. I don't speak German.
Do? Please,
Drink cola
please,
and
do
play
not push the
Fortnite.
button. You have no idea what
Please. Oh, it would have been so fucking funny. It would have been so funny if the button chose now to roll the Yippee Jazz remix. It would have been the single most iconic thing the button could have done in that moment. Sadly, the button hates comedy. Welcome on, Rev. Glad to have you, Sweet Bean. If there's any cup break mixes, then you said no, then I put it in and said I put it in. Oh. Well, hey. Dude, I think there's exactly one more Fireflies, and then we're done. I will kill any further Fireflies. I will put the end to the Fireflies. I will be the one to incite the grave of the Fireflies. Welcome on it all. I'm glad to have you, Sweet Bean. It was me, Barry. I created the grave of the Fireflies. You know, I do have the bonk. Don't you dare disrespect that movie. Fair enough. I've even seen it. I need to at some point. I need to do that to myself. There will come a day where I'm just like, man, I just like feel generally bad about life and shit. Let's fucking ruin my entire week and watch Grave of the Fireflies. Because my understanding is that Grave of the Fireflies is the movie equivalent of shit like Omori and fucking okay, actually be right back. Oh my, wait, did you actually start crying just thinking about Grave of the Fireflies? What's even going on at this point? I couldn't tell you. We got song request. I'm drawing an orbular fox. That's two things that are happening. Wait, I found a Megalovania Fireflies. Can we have one more? No. All right, time to pull out the gun. I don't know. Wait, hold up a moment. I got the bonk hammer for removing this. There you go. You're fucking the Firefly, but the lyrics suck. This is the last Firefly. It's being played at an empty mall at 2:30 in the morning. Also, let me go and push that in for you, Cam. Never fucking mind. It's a Screamo cover of Fireflies. Oh no, I'm not subbed. I probably no. You can do song request. The thing is, you just did it too soon after after Gadget put a song in. There's like an internal, there's like a global cooldown for putting songs in. Unfortunately, is removing Owl City of Fireflies like the hit book 1984. I have never heard 1984 described as a fucking hit book. I'm voting no because we need to kill Owl City of Fireflies. How dare you veto Megalovania Fireflies? Fucking listen. If this is what I get canceled over, so be it. So fucking be it. If I get canceled over denying your right to put fucking Owl City of Fireflies in my goddamn song request queue. Oh, thank you for follow. Welcome to Live Chat. Glad to have you, Sweet Beam. Everyone posts other Owl City songs as protest. What is you people were complaining? Half of you were complaining about fucking Owl City of Fireflies, and then the instant I remove a single Owl City of Fireflies, fucking, am I the asshole? I don't think that's Fireflies by. I think that's a different song. Fireflies, but it's a mashup with Buddy Holly by Weezer. That is getting nuked. I need a gun sound effect on my fucking...
You're fucked.
I just need it... Me when I fucking get you. Owl City, when can I see you again from Wreck-It Ralph? That's not Fireflies. It's not Owl City Fireflies. Deletes Fireflies X. Song Firefly by Breaking Benjamin. I'll allow this. Is Firefly just like one of those like song names that's like incredibly common for no explainable reason? I'm here to be a problem. It's listen. I think chat's already got you beat on that. I'm currently having to fucking keep an eye on my song queue so we don't get another Owl City's Firefly moment. Is there a song called Bug Zapper? That's such a good joke. Wait, you nuked my other one? I mean, let me look real quick. You got one song in the queue. Owl City Shooting Star. Is that a please tell me it's the Can we talk about how that meme, like I feel bad for the musician, like the writer of it, because apparently he had like a whole fucking like mental breakdown because he thought people were, that song is unironically kind of a banger, and I will listen to fucking I will unironically listen to Shooting Stars. Wait, I didn't fucking realize that this song was fucking, this song is Owl City? Yes, you get back in there. All right, fine. I guess we're you won, chat. Are you happy? All of us are gonna have to deal with the fucking Firefly infestation, because apparently I'm the problem for saying, hey, these are too many Fireflies. Has Carly Rae Jepsen done anything problematic? I know Katy Perry fucking like cliff dived her fucking career into a concrete floor, but like, has Carly Rae Jepsen done anything problematic? I hope not. No, not that I know of. I'm getting like 2015 vibes from the music, to be honest. The funny thing is, Katy Perry fell off hard. The funny thing is, I personally like, I think my music taste lines up a little bit closer to mid to late 2000s. Because I fucking love like Fall Out Boy, Panic! At the Disco, specifically their first album, and then a little like half of Death of a Bachelor. There we go. We love Carly Rae Jepsen in this house chat. Carly Rae Jepsen is in fact Canadian and therefore you know what? You know what? Have your Canadian queen. Canada is allowed to appreciate its culture now more than ever. Because Canadians, I think, is so funny. Like, Canadians are so scared of being fucking like culturally controlled by the like cultural hegemony of America. They're like, yes, any Canadian band, actor, or like anything that like sees even a modicum success is celebrated massively up there, and I respect it. If you want to get a Canadian to start talking, ask them what their thoughts about the Rush discography are. every Canadian I've interacted with has been like, oh my god, I love Rush. I would be surprised if Taylor Swift sabotaged Katy Perry's career when Katy stole the last sparkling water. Okay. I sit in the Canadian BF corner. Does that mean that you are Canadian or you have a Canadian boyfriend? I've never listened to a Rush record in full. I think because they're like one of the more like well-known Canadian bands, but no one's allowed to talk shit about Rush. Yeah, exactly. Like it doesn't matter what your opinions of the Rush discography are. If you're talking to a Canadian and you complain about the Rush discography, I have a Canadian boyfriend. Maybe one day I too will have a Canadian boyfriend. I'm joking, of course. But also, it's the classic, like, joking, but, like, every joke contains a kernel of truth. Because I would love to live in Canada. And to be honest with you, with my fucking, my greedy ass, I'm like, but what if, I hit the wrong button. We're now here. What if 2 Canadian boyfriends? A Canadian boyfriend, but second Canadian boyfriend. Listen, Canada is like the originator of the lumberjack like visual aesthetic. I'm allowed to be a little greedy. Wrong button. Neil Young and Joni Mitchell too. No one's allowed to be mean to them. Listen, don't piss off Canada. Half of the shit that's in the fucking... Half of the shit that is now considered a war crime is because Canada did it. What a great idea. Where should we send Starkey? Gary, Indiana, Hell, Paris, France, or Alberta? I feel like Alberta is out of... Like, I feel like Alberta is the odd one out, since Starkey to Ohio. Why are we just saying hell 4 times over? The gayest person I've ever met is a French Canadian. He's great. Is that D.A. Merle? I know like so many French Canadians. Like I know kind of a startling number of French Canadians. Since Starkey did the penis explosion chamber and have his penis exploded. Hell yeah, Starkey, go to hell, Michigan. Alberta's the dumpster fire, to be honest. Our premier is the most corrupt premier in the history of our country. The way Alberta has been described to me is that Alberta is Canada's Texas, where they have a bunch of oil, are deeply conservative, and no one really likes them, despite the fact that they're kind of forced to be kept around. Hear me out though. What if Alberta let people let people before this decision is made, like relocate so that way they can be in their associated like province. Let Alberta become part of the states, but then let New England, Oregon, Seattle, like Oregon, Washington, and California become Canada. You know what's shockingly straight? The city of Gaylord, Michigan. I love how fucking shockingly straight didn't get caught caught by the auto mod, but Gaylord did. And I think that's so fucking funny. Make Chile have all the coastlines in the world. Starkey almost called Seattle a state. I mean, listen. Am I wrong? I don't know anything. The only other thing I know about Washington, I believe, is that's where fucking that's where the Gaylord is a valid city name. Fuck, what was the thing with the Dipper twins? It's a cartoon. I can't remember.
Where the rat.
That's a Crisp.
I still respect the state of Starkensaw.
The state of Starkensaw. Most Washington State is the West Side. I'm gonna be honest with because the problem with like all these hypotheticals is that the divide is very strictly rural urban. Like it is overwhelmingly like rural urban that is like the divide here in the States. Like if all of the big cities moved, like if you let anyone who like lived in a city with a population of like over probably like over 500,000, you'd probably be you'd get the vast majority of good people in the United States. Please don't fucking send me to Paris, France, though. I have a couple of friends who I know are in France. I know Grim is in France, Volo's boyfriend. I also know Alien Symbols in France. It's one of these where it's like it's like the worst feeling in the world when you kind of know someone and like you want to like be, you want to be supportive, like you've just kind of started really getting to know someone, and then they have like something really tragic happen, and like you don't really know if you're close enough to provide support or not. Or if it's like, because yeah, it's just like one of those I fucking feel that. It's one of those like human responses, I guess, because also like the horror scenario of that is like what if I go say hi, I like check in to see how they're doing, make sure they're taking care of themselves, and like I want that to be about them and their healing process, and the idea of like accidentally like like trying to turn into a chat that like they don't want to have because they don't have the energy for it is like fucking yeah. My social bounds with folk don't feel that good unless I feel like they want to trust me with how they feel. I tend to wear my heart on my sleeve. But I've never really like there have been very few incidences where I have been so emotionally overwhelmed that like I can't engage socially with the general populace. So that's a dangerous place for that. Please keep your heart in your rib cage. Oh, I was like, what the fuck are you oh. Yeah, the heart is in general supposed to stay in the rib cage. Ideally, of course. What the Mr. Farts, Techno Farts. No. No. We're not doing that.
The rats.
Imagine you get a place to live rent-free, free meals a day, endless entertainment.
Okay.
And even someone to clean up after you no matter what.
Okay. What's the downside?
But they take your balls.
I'm not fucking using them. That's a joke, of course. But like, it's because like I actually have like I have a 10th Doctor running around through time and space. I also realize that that's the better to have friendships and conversations form organically. Yeah. It's one of those things where it's like it's the porcupine principle where like everyone has like guards in place because they have been hurt and they have trauma associated with that. But there's still that like deep yearning for like, you know, like there's still that deep yearning for oh, Pets in a Nutshell. Actually, you know what? Pets in a, you're right. Because they get pets get everything that they need handed to them. All they have to do is sacrifice their balls. And trust me, I've seen enough of the furry community to know that there are some people who would gladly take that trade. And also, just like pets, they get to watch someone else get fucked. That joke. That joke. That's a very specific subset of people that joke is going to appeal to. Like, once I show interest, I can't clip the ace part of the furry community. Like, once I show interest, I can't keep pushing to have them accept me. Yeah, that's the thing. It's like, my rule is, I make my feelings clear, but I also make sure that, like all I can really do is make my own feelings clear and hope that they will be respectful of that. Because, you know, I did have a situation once where someone was, like, I had romantic interest in them, and then they just wouldn't, like, there was, you know, I'd expressed as much multiple times, and they just, like, they never really they never clarified what I was to them, and it fucking drove me mad for such a long time. Because it was one of my first interactions with romance, and it's kind of like why I haven't necessarily been super, you know, I don't go super hard into the romance stuff now, because, like, you know, I don't want to say I burnt myself out, because that implies that I would not be comfortable with a romantic interest, but it's more like I'm not in the space where, like, I'm going to force something like that to happen again. I know the feeling it hurts even at a friendship level too. And so I just had to be, you know, at some point I just had to be like, listen, I can't, I can't do this, because, like, I don't feel comfortable receiving, you know, these kinds of messages when I don't know what I am, what our relationship is. I've since, like, you know, become a little bit more acquainted with the idea of, like, casual hookups, of course, but, like, it was a full thing. But no, like, that's, you know, it's part of the risk of being vulnerable, I suppose. And of course, there's more to it that I don't necessarily, like, I just straight up can't go into, because it's a lot of, like, complicated details. But no, I'm currently happy with where I am in my life. If you know, I know you're fine, I promise. But, like, you know, if I hit it off really hard, like, really, really well with someone, and, like, you know, or, like, I have a friend who I've had a, because, like I mentioned on stream that I have, like, like low-key crushes on a lot of friends. I'm just blunt. Like, if I like the person, I just say it. That's how I get my current boyfriend, though. It's easier to do that if you talk to them for a bit first. Gotta know. Yeah, exactly. So the way I view crushes is that I view crushes as a sign to my brain that I have a interest in learning more about that person. And then from there, I take it as, like, hey, let me go ahead and Borbeck Slime is our ship name. But no, like, from there, I take it as a sign to be like, hey, like, you know, you have an interest in this person, go keep interacting with them, find out more about them, really take the time to consider, like, if are they the thing that you're seeking, you know? And, like, the answer sometimes is just like, no. So sometimes you're crushing on someone, and then you get something that's very clearly a deal breaker. And you're like, oh, thank God. Thank God I didn't admit I have a crush on them immediately. But no, like, that's, you know... Like, it basically, like... It is something that, like, because I tend to be very, very goal-oriented in regards to, like, everything about my life. I don't feel like I've done anything until the thing is finished. Which is both a blessing and, in a lot of ways, a fucking curse. I got a crush after I got to know them. But no, like, you know, it's one of those things where it's like, hey, let me take this opportunity to, like, get to know you more. Let's chat or whatever. You know, and then from there, I basically, like, you know, it's almost like running diagnostics, which sounds cold, but I don't mean it that way. It's like in the moment where I'm, like, interacting with them, like, how am I feeling? Like, am I having a good time interacting with them? Is that good time, you know, like, you know, overwhelmingly positive, or is it just like, because, like, I'm sorry, God damn it, Buddy Holly. Same, well, I do have crushes. I usually just interact once again, just to solace that my presence, interaction is healthy and mutually preferable. Yeah, for sure. And, like, don't take... Like, my usual justification is the idea that, like, if your crush is giving you shit for having a crush on them, that's a sign that you probably weren't going to be good friends anyway. Like, you know, you weren't going to be good for each other. Like, you know, like, it, you know, like, if you tell someone that you have a crush on them and they react poorly. Yeah, I learned that lesson quick. Yeah, if you tell that somebody you have a crush on them and they react poorly, that's a sign that, like, you've dodged a bullet in a crush and also in a friend. But anyways, I mentioned because, like, yeah, more time to spend with those who actually appreciate me, at the very least don't mind sharing space. Yeah, exactly. There's like you know, you only got so much social energy, so why spend it with someone who has no interest in being around you? What? Because at that point you're spending, like, twice the amount of social energy to be around someone who doesn't make you happy. There's like, it's friendships, like, you know, there is a give and take to them. But also, like, there's to some degree this, like, inbuilt idea that, like, you know, both people should be receiving benefits of, like, social interaction. Like, that is like, friendship is not a zero-sum game, because, like, both people can just profit off of the positivity from socially interacting with someone that makes them happy. But it's not, you know... I'm sorry, I'm getting so fucking brain flooded by alphabetic Buddy Holly. It is such a fucking nightmare to try and put my thoughts together while I'm listening to this shit. But no. What was it? But, you know, it's like, because, like, you can't force a relationship is the one thing that, like, you know, like, you know, you can't force someone to love you, which is, I think, a lesson that there's a subset of people who would benefit very greatly from having that lesson be fucking, like, deeply, like, pushed into their brain. Basically, it has to be neutral. Yeah, like, you gotta, like, it's like, it doesn't necessarily, like, it needs to be like kind of a mutual thing between you and the person that you're interested in. And, like, there have been people, like, you know, there have been times where I'm like, hey, like, you know, someone's like, hey, I've got a crush on you, and I'm like, I appreciate that. The feeling the feeling's not mutual, but, like, thank you for telling me. And, like, that's all it takes, really, to just be a good friend, is to just be like, hey, Honestly, like, it's one of those things where it's like I can graduate. I straight up am like, you know what, like, genuinely good on you. Like, I make it like an opportunity to provide like praise and positivity, because admitting you have a crush is fucking scary. So whenever that happens, I'm always just like, hey, like, sincerely, I'm proud of you for like being honest about your feelings, even if they aren't mutually shared. It's still like a really, really important thing that you did that, because it means that I get to be a better friend as well, because it means that like I get to be like, hey, like, you know, I want to make sure that that like we have this kind of mutual shared goal of what it means to be for us to have a friendship. Of course, this is all a lot of talk to explain my Starkey, explain your singleness. You see, to men trash. I'm joking, of course, but also, it's not even that. It's just like, you know, I recognize that like a relationship is like a significant commitment. We're not, you know, it's one of those things where it's like you gotta risk it sometimes, but also. I would rather deal with being single than with someone who doesn't get me. Because honestly, there's nothing really wrong with being single. It's pretty nice, actually. My singleness is twofold: divorced and boys clearly don't like me. Shut the fuck up, Cam. Shut the fuck... For those of you who... Cam has posted his face, and he is incredibly attractive. It's because you know, it's that idea, like, wait, what? Not you, Cam, cool. Chimera and Dragonite. Fuck, I forgot that you both, I call both of you Cam. Shit. Chime is adorable. Chime is very handsome. But no, like, if my life depended on it, I could get a boyfriend by the end of the week. It's Friday. I could get a boyfriend tomorrow if my life depended on it. Doesn't mean I, you know. But I don't want to like broach the topic unless I have like some kind of certainty. As we're making a joke, since he uses the same name for me. Weirdly enough, I'm happily single, and after coming to the rescue of my best friend of 4 years boyfriend, get lol. Extremely attractive indeed. Bird's got Riz. It's more just like, I feel like I have like enough of a I have like enough emotional intelligence, I think, where like, you know, I could reasonably be like, hey, one of my friends, I'm sorry for my second song. That's why I did a real song first. But no, it's like, because like there's also like there's a subset of furries that are, you know, which I'll admit, I was one of them when I first joined the fandom. I was one of those furries where I was just like, my only goal in joining the fandom was finding a boyfriend. Suffice it to say, my understanding of like what a relationship means has matured significantly since then. So you can get a boyfriend easy. That doesn't mean, yeah, exactly. It's like, you can get a boyfriend fucking drop of a hat within the furry community. It doesn't necessarily mean that it's going to be a valid or supporting relationship. I tried to find a match on Tinder and I got harassed for being gay, demi, and ace. Oh my god. To be fair, I believe Tinder is also a is much more of a hookup app than it is like a dating app. Do you know there's a site you can pay people to play a game with you? The part of my brain that unironically believes certain conspiracy theories is telling me that this is the end goal of capitalism, where even the concept of friendship is commodified, and that's fucking tragic. Admittedly, I was naive in my early 20s. Yeah, there's a reason that the early 20s in gay culture are called gay puberty, because you do stupid shit because you don't really know what you're doing. I find that I love being single, and I'm doing that self-reflection, like, what do I need in a relationship? Should I even be pursuing a relationship? What's the meme on VRChat furries? Hey, Starkey, for $40, I can be your best friend. But also, like, spare... Because, like, that's, like... I mean this sincerely. That's really fucking sad. Like, that... It's not pity. It's just, like... It's just really sad that, like, people don't have the, like, the surety of social graces to make a, like, bona fide, authentic friend. I'll do it for $39. The economy is in shambles. There's a ton of memes about VRChat furries, so you might have to be more specific. It's a terrible meme, but I have seen it. You meet them, and after an hour, they'll be like, "I have something to tell you," as they suddenly want to date. It's a terrible meme, but I've not, you know, because like when I go in VRChat, I'm going into VRChat to see friends. So like, you know, I usually have the, like, you know, the wherewithal to be like, oh, okay, is Starkey a VRChat furry? No. Also, like, for me, there's definitely like a returning, there's a diminishing value, I feel like, in like polyamory stuff. The site is called ePal. It was e-girl until a rise of men joined the service. A group I used to hang out with hired 40 people to sit through a TED talk about beans in VRChat. I logged into VRChat. Isn't really that fun for me anymore. It can be fun, but it really depends on who you're going into VRChat with. I also, if in case anyone was curious, I can't imagine anyone was, but I probably won't be doing Ferality this year. Yeah, you can only see it in Publix usually. Oh, that explains it. I've been told to avoid public lobbies in VRChat like the fucking plague, and I do so. VRChat with a large group is completely overwhelming for me. That's also fair. There are tools to help with that. Like there's tools to like limit how many people you can hear at once, and like how many models you can load in for, like, you know, graphic stuff.
Wretch, wretch,
What's up, Crisp?
where the wretch.
Breaking news, Popov was Starkey Morph just announced that he will not be attending Virality.
Fuck, Poppy, like, I mean this sincerely. I never feel more insulted than when someone calls me a poppy fur. Like, it is up there in regards to, like, things I consider, like, a deep, profound insult. What about when I called you a wasp? Oh, calling me a wasp was also really up there. For, a wasp is not anagram. Fuck, what's the term for, like, shortenings? I can't remember. What is a poppy fur? Poppy fur is it is a portmanteau of popular and furry. Popular fur. And it's basically someone who is well known in the furry community, usually for doing something fucked up. Abbreviations. WASP is an abbreviation for White Anglo-Saxon Protestant. I almost said prostitute. I would be less offended if it were White Anglo-Saxon prostitute. Oh, so a notorious person? Yeah. Oh, fucked up. I never knew it was that bad. Well, like, because it gets used. Poppy fur definitely has a negative connotation. Yeah, I think it's not necessarily that they did something intrinsically bad, so much as it is like a like, think like clout chasers or like number chaser furries, like, who don't really give a shit about themselves or anyone else around them, but are just in it for their, like, for the popularity and the numbers. They never go into public anymore. But yeah. Because there's like, They're like the example like that comes to mind is someone who is like infamous because he straight up posted revenge porn. Like he he and also like there was some allegations of grooming. It's like no. Get out of here, you fuck. A lot of people want to fit in because they're insecure. Oh, for sure. It's how the fuck. Okay, can we talk about that real quick? How the fuck do you come to the furry community of all places and then want to be popular because you're insecure? That's some fucking like I'd rather rule in hell than serve in heaven. Me hiring 200 people and making them listen to the Soy Rails Buddy Holly playlist while having them try cooking eggs for a dinner party celebrating dishwasher eggs. Parental neglect. You're not wrong. I'm sure that's like a non-zero amount of it. All I want to do is the fandom is have some good laughs, make great food, write songs and stories, make cute doodles, and play video games. No, don't get me wrong. I think the fandom's great. Like the fandom, for all of the issues that I have with the fandom, I think in general it is a much higher concentration of genuine people than any other space in the world. But also, we can't really say that like everyone here is a fucking like 10 out of 10 like genuinely good person to interact with, because that's just like decidedly not true. I don't know about y'all, but I'm just in this fandom to get paid and get laid. I mean, listen, there's actually nothing wrong with that. Sex work is valid work. Be the hoe you want to be. Live your sluttish dreams. There's a lot of things. There's a lot of compliments that get paid to sex workers. And some of them are incidentally insults to other professions. Oh, the horny side of me wants to be a sex worker, but literally after a while I'd want out. No, because like it is ultimately work. Like you are, like everyone's like, oh, it's so easy to be a sex worker. Like, no, the fuck it isn't. What are you talking about? Hello? How the fuck are you gonna get how are you gonna keep that dick up when someone is exactly the opposite of your type? Like you know, it's the same people who are like, I don't want a girlfriend with a high body count, are also the same people who like oh fucking like the same kind of people who will put someone down because of like you know like straight up bully people for like visual traits. If Inside Job taught me anything, sex work is valid shit. Look at Brent. He unionized it. Poppers and prep are your best friend. Fun fact, like being an artist is technically a form of sex work. If you are someone who draws not safe for work, that makes you technically a sex worker. Like the definition of it's very, very broad. Also, surprising amount of the time, you are a therapy worker as well as a sex worker. Yeah. No one, you know. There's a reason that there's the meme that like if you want to find out what certain politicians like what happened in their childhoods, you talk to the sex workers that are where they live. Because they almost certainly have heard the most horrifying aspects. No, like, who else is going to tolerate my shenanigans, Starkey? Fair point. So you've entered that line of work yet? What, drawing not safe for work? Not really. Here's the thing, I don't even make art for money yet. So like I'm a far bit away from being like a not safe for work artist. Because I don't even draw safe for work shit for cash yet. Starkey, can you repeat the last 30 seconds? No, because I couldn't tell you what I was I couldn't tell you what I was talking about. The thought came out, and the thought is out there. I couldn't tell you what that thought was about. Just that it did exist. Oh my god, Asity, welcome on a Coreflake girl. Glad to have you, sweet pain. Well, technically, depending on the workplace, just furrier is not safe work technically. I mean, some people would try to have you believe that, which is like some bullshit. You're right. I would not. Are Song Quest on? Yes, they are. This is Owl City, but the lyrics suck, and it's just you would not. How the fuck did you sentence mix cock in there? I actually respect that. I don't like it, but I respect it. I was 100% sure we were gonna get the cock again. YouTube poopers are like some of the most creative and fucking bizarre people on the planet. I respect it. Off topic, but I DM'd you something Starky. Alright, taking a quick look. What the Soyril, what the fuck is this image? Have you ranted about capitalism today? Yes. Yes, that okay, Loki, that happens every stream, but this time specifically, it is funny that you mentioned that because we were just talking about how, you know, the loneliness epidemic my theory is that it is a result of specific capitalistic entities trying to commodify even the concept of friendship so that way it can be sold and marketed. I hate. Yep. That's me energy. That's me. That's something I would fucking do. Give birth to a spider to make up for it is absolutely the kind of shit that I fucking pull. What's wrong with the image I showed you? I fucking hate Butthole Georg. It's a Starky. Welcome on Canopus. Glad to have you, sweet pain. So this is the image that Soyril sent me. This is an image that creates so many questions. Unfortunately, you can't really commodify friendship yet, because that is basic human connection. Well, the thing is, we already fucking have. Gravity's having a moment.
What does this button do?
I would argue
Please,
that
please,
sex
do
work
not
is
push
the commodification
button.
of human interaction.
Where
Also, purchase friends. No. No, don't release her. It's May. AI Friends is the attempt to commodify friendships as Facebook. The fucked up thing is it's kind of working for some of the very lonely. There are people, like, there are unironically, like, straight up cults forming around AI now. Yay, Christmas songs. It's almost fucking June. Oh, that's right. Man, I really got overshadowed. I should probably also say one thing. This June, we're definitely going to see less rainbow capitalism. Just keep that in mind the next time that the pendulum swings back, and all of those corporations are fucking trying to sell us shit again. It'll be June in 2 days. Weird. Yep. Remember when the pendulum swings back and all those fucking welcome on Lazy Cat, glad to have you, sweet bean. When all those fucking corporations try to be like, oh, we were supporting you the whole time. Remember which ones sold us down the fucking river.
wretch,
What's up, Crisp?
We're the wretch.
Remember, you may be lonely, but you're not, and ironically talks to an iChat bot of their waifu level of lonely.
Yeah. Also, like, those fucking AI chatbot, like, advertisements on YouTube are just straight up porn. I feel like Cupcake experienced something similar to Owl City. People meme the hell out of both of them, and often their works get ignored, which is sad. Back in my day, the only cult were the Moonies and Scientology. I mean, who are the Moonies? There's also, you know, I've heard enough horror stories that that have come out of fuck, what are they called? Mormons. I've heard enough horror stories that come out of Mormonism where I can't in good conscience call that anything other than a cult. Heads up, this is a banger, Starkey. I mean, so far it's just harder, better, faster, stronger.
Wretch. Wretch. We're the
What's up, Crisp?
Sigma companions. Do not fear getting mugged. For the Gooners left Ohio because they didn't trust their Is. But your Is will be different if you trust it. Get
Alright,
your
gay price
low
starting. We need to get
paper
Starkey
theme.
properly dressed for the
Talk to you.
occasion. Okay, this is actually kind of adorable. This is definitely my best Borb yet. This is definitely my best orb yet. But you know, what in the world is that? It's a Forb. It's a fox orb. This is I've taken a fox and I've turned him orbular.
wretch. Wretch.
What's up, Crisp?
We're the wretch.
Fun fact, this year Pride is cancelled. Because we're replacing IT with Gay Rothko set fire to something now.
Yeah, gay wrath is definitely the energy we bring to the function. Remember, Pride started as a riot. We can return to our roots. So can I rubberify you for Pride Month? I believe I've already you've already drawn a piece of Starkey, but shiny. Sorry, question: do you think it's some people's job to provide milk in Zootopia's world? I think so, since we see ice cream in the movie. I mean, okay, so there is straight up a section of fucking. There's a section of what's it called? B-Stars, where that specific question is actually brought up in regards to egg salad sandwiches, which it is, I don't know, it's weird from our perspective, but we don't necessarily live in the world, so. It's you and Shaggy Starkey. What do you mean by rubberifying? It's turning you into a rubber critter, Starkey. I need to get some of that. All right, I guess we're losing this shirt. Also, I'll fucking say it. I have no interest in Zootopia 2. I have negative interest in Zootopia 2. They're 100% gonna pander to all the furries. It's probably gonna be mediocre at best. The main character of the show is a blood trader. Hello, Mr. Bird. Welcome on to Tallahassee. Glad to have you, Sweet Bean. Okay, I thought I was the only one. I was already boycotting Disney, but after I found out the shit that they fucking pulled in Lilo and Stitch, the Lilo and Stitch remake, I'm not coming back. Wait, what? How is the MC of that show a blood trader? Because he became a cop. So the idea is that the central, I believe, conflict of Zootopia is basically carnivore racism. So it's the equivalent of like someone of, like with darker skin tone joining the cops. Which, like, those people are frequently referred to, I believe, by black communities as being blood traders. That information all comes secondhand. So, you were talking about the first movie. Were they talking about the second? No. Would it be more appropriate to use Class Trader? Class Trader is probably more appropriate given the context, for sure. Although it does bring into the idea of, like, the concept, like, because there's intersectionality between race and class that unfortunately, like, minority communities are usually relegated to, like, the like lower classes. You can't really appreciate attribute race to Nick, and he doesn't seem black coded. Well, no, the idea is that carnivorism is the equivalent of minority status. That they are functionally an oppressed group that experiences a lot of racism. It's one of those writing things where, like, they might have intended it differently, but because they're drawing, it's the same reason that, oh fuck, what was the show, the movie where they did fantasy racism with the orcs? That, fuck, what was that piece of shit? It had Will Smith in it. Bright, that's it. Like, Bright ends up being extremely racist because of the way it tries to parallel, you know, like, cop and minority relations by making the minority group orcs that necessarily sided with the Dark Lord who tried to kill everyone. Which because the metaphor works both ways, implies that whoever was writing it thinks that black people are trying to kill us all. Don't fucking, like, just don't. Unless you are someone who is, like, a very, very talented, do not try to write fantasy racism. Or if you do so, please avoid paralleling anything in real life. I was lucky interested in Zootopia 2 until you juxtapose it with a live-action remake. It shows how inappropriate that was. Yeah! I have so much to unpack. Yeah, no, it really fucking sucks that a lot of people who really don't understand, like, the concepts of institutionalized racism get to write stories where they depict institutionalized racism. Don't get me wrong, I couldn't fucking write it, but I'm not trying to. I was just listening to the music, I swear. No, you're fine. Like, I had that thought, but I was, like, really hit all over again with it. It's the idea of it's in writers' terms. There's this idea of write what you know. The idea basically being that, like, your experiences are inherently. All right, fine. I'll change the subject. So, chat, who do you think is good? Who's here is excited for the bad guys too? Because that actually looks exciting. I'm here for the fuck Zootopia 2. Bad Guy 2 is where it's at. Can we write more stories on classism? Yes. Yes, and we need to force the ruling class to read all of them. The ruling class should be obligated to read The Grapes of Wrath multiple times over. I know Spout is excited for the bad guys too. I'm also excited for it. According to the people who, because the bad guys is originally like a children's book. Apparently, Bad Guys 2 is likely to have a macro scene in it, which I'm like, that sounds like fun. What's up, Crisp?
We're the Rats.
Fucks Utopia 2. Dan DA Dan Evil in theaters next week. Everyone go buy tickets to Dan DA Dan Evil Eyes or we will start actually just crucify people.
Macro, is that so? I see I've already sold a couple of people. I've already sold a couple. All right, fine. I've sold a couple of people already on the bad guys too. Distraction. Probably worst thing to me is nothing will be done to climate change as long as the capitalism exists. There are groups that are doing things about it. Realistically speaking, though, there's going to be some pretty serious upheaval coming in the next year, and it will determine whether humanity continues as a race or not. That's pretty cool. I'm so glad I get to live through the man, fucking. It's so funny because there are people who are like, you don't have it that bad. You guys don't have an existential threat like we did growing up, where we had to deal with nuclear weapons. And I'm like, sweetie, you sweet corn, you sweet summer roll, you don't know. Because we have to deal with that and another existential threat. I love living in a slow cooker. Hey kids, can you lighten up a little bit? Now they made the tarantula in the movie female. I think the tarantula from the books is a trans. That's really cool, actually. Fucking, I'm just mad because boomers had it so goddamn good. The biggest threat I grew up with was the IRA. Oh, that's actually fair because that's the Troubles is still within a recent, like, you know, the people who experienced the Troubles are still very much alive. Remember, if they specifically are referring to the Troubles and not the Trouble, they're referring very specifically to the you know, ongoing guerrilla war between the Irish Resistance Army and the UK that got resolved, I think. I'm not super clear. I don't... I'm just aware that it is a touchy subject. I'm not Irish, but my dad was in the military and he had to check under his car every morning for car bombs. Jesus fucking Christ. Can we get back to the city states where nothing exists outside the city walls? Welcome on, Inoshi. I'm glad to have you, Sweet Bean. Here's the thing, that sounds fucking boring. I want to be able to explore the world. I just don't want the world to be fucking, you know? I'm kind of a homebody, but I would like the chance to explore the world. I'm not trying to fucking live in like a vault or some shit. I think part of what makes this look a little odd here. What the? Ode to Lactose by Matt Storer. Can we go back to ignorance when I was like 9?
Where the rats?
What's up, Crisp?
Hey Starkey, guess real quick how much VRAM my PC has.
Yes, VRAM?
1024 megabytes of VRAM on my graphics card that I tried to attend virality on last year.
What the so basically what I'm hearing is your computer detonated at virality last year. Let's fucking go. Sometimes I wish I had a key that I can use to open the pocket dimension to a personalized sanctuary of any on any door. That would be nice for sure. Is it boring? That's why some modern open worlds are so boring. There are people, the fucked up things, there are people out there who are like, who seemingly act like the world isn't incredibly like, there are people like people who believe like the absurd conspiracy theories. Like, I feel it's almost like they need to, like they're not aware of how interesting the world actually is. I want to go back to the 90s because the world felt so optimistic. I just looked at this video. This is I'm not looking back at it. Starkey, what would your personalized sanctuary be like? Hot Pot. Hot Pot is my go-to happy place. I mean, reasonably, it would probably just be like a comfy house where we had a hot pot set up. That's more likely what it would be. The ball orange. The body is round. I don't even know what the audio of the body is round is from. I just know that it is that audio does exist and it sees a lot of play. I have an opinion that will anger you. Okay, but why? What do you usually get for hot pot? I always get mushroom broth with ramen. I usually get the spicy stuff. Very frequently the Szechuan base they have. Korean barbecue is just factually better as cooking the table experience than hot pot IMO. I mean, you're allowed to be wrong. You know, there's nothing stopping you from being incorrect.
Rats. Where rats?
What's up, Crisp?
Where the rats?
Fuck the math stream, when are we getting the class consciousness stream?
That is every stream I do. Like that is every stream I do. I talk about like some aspect of capitalism that's fucked up. There's a reason that it is probably like I genuinely think that like if I had a disco, like if I had a bingo, like in the bingo card, I think that the dead center of that should be. I like the two people who voted that Owl City is cuter than I am. I respect that. But no, like I constantly complain about like the class struggle because I think it merits constant examination. Let me add some church music to the conglomerate of heathens. That's adorable. It's a city of owls. Okay, fair point. I queued a Syriac video for the jams and Starkey glimpsed into the unthinkable there. Yeah, that was the Cat City one, right? I can put church music in the queue as well. Put on some church music jams. Why not?
Wretch, wretch,
What's up, Crisp?
where the wretch.
Starkey, we are going to a hot pot place. Please don't go missing for the 5th time this week. I don't want to invest in an anite locator to find every piece of you.
Fuck you. I will consume all of the hot pot. Hold up, how do you cancel a song request? I don't know that you can. I don't think you can. Do you? Oh, let me see. Which one do you want removed? Hot pot is awesome. Hot pot is, but also like I do like a Korean barbecue as much as I'm giving you a Realm of Darkness. Okay. Hot pot is better in the winter. I think that's like a pretty good way of like thinking about it. Is that like Korean barbecue is a little bit better in the summer. Hot pot's better, definitely a lot better in the winter. It's like it's you know, you don't have to. Once again, you can't appreciate two bad bitches without fucking comparing them. Oh, son of a bitch! I was on the fucking line art. That's a certified wrong layer moment. Starkey, ignore the unbiased poll. Cretins, the lot of you. It's okay. It's all right. I just didn't realize my fucking chat was full of Philistines. Where's teppanyaki in the hierarchy? I like the food of teppanyaki. I actually don't enjoy the show. I've had neither Korean barbecue nor hot pot. If we ever go to a con together, I will 100% fix that. I'm in charge of installing exhibits here in the Historic Museum. Why not both? Welcome on Zara Crisis. Good to have you, Sweet Bean. I guess to be fair, if it is my fucking if it's my relaxation realm, then I'm definitely choosing a place that has both.
Wretch, wretch,
What's up, Chris?
where the wretch.
Some corrections about my friend. It was an energy supplement, not an energy drink. He didn't see the hat man, he saw the pillow jumper. And the people at the psych ward were alarmed at him having a solution of Miralax and nail polish for super glue after a bad med interaction.
What? For super glue? Miralax and nail polish is a fucking weird. That's wild, actually. But also, thank you for the hydrate, Xerox. We put up an exhibit a few months ago and I was handed shitty foam core pictures and was told to make an exhibit with the budget of literally $5 spent on command strips, which I cut in half and carefully put the pull tabs on the wall so I could take them down later and not ruin the walls. Oh, thank you for the reminder to... Hey, bad artist habit bingo. I haven't fucking saved this piece yet. Oh, well, okay, I did save it. I just haven't saved it as specifically Ilianos. Well, a while ago, new panels suddenly appeared that I didn't put up, and I figured the director must have done it. I shrugged and moved on, knowing it wasn't a problem for them. Oh, well, it's a problem for now. With the local teppanyaki plates, there's no show. You pick up the food from the buffet-style table to the grill, and they give you a beeper that beeps when your food is ready. None of the BS, but all of the... I do love teppanyaki so much. And before wrong layer... There we go. Because of course the director used the specific worst adhesive to put the panels up. Full double-sided tape, like huge quantities of it. It's all over the tiniest of panels. Oh god. Like...
Wretch.
That's a crisp.
We're the wretch.
He was clearly delirious, but kept giving answers that left them unable to say he didn't understand what was going on. You see, a true Scronger doesn't need to see silk post, Jimbo. They go off pure instinct.
The true Scronger doesn't need to see silk post, Jimbo. They go off pure instinct. Is song queues at 51 or so minutes. Oh, thank you for the heads up. We probably won't get through all these songs tonight, but let me go ahead and close out the queue then. So I carefully planned on being a quick installation with this with the command strips. Caplook, sorry, all good. Presumably, and now I'm gonna have to long scraping session to get all the foam off the walls. I had to string cut off 25 panels from the wall, and I'm so mad. I think you're definitely well within your right to be mad. Hopefully your boss is like now recognizes he's an idiot. At least I got a in one joke song. Why the hell do I have to try being professional in the museum space if I'm just going to be undermined by incompetence at every corner? I sincerely think that we need to normalize just fucking like just yeeting people who are idiots. Okay, ran over. How you doing, Stark? I'm doing all right. I'm currently I don't think we're gonna get too much in, like, because I also I did the line art for my next for the Finn redesign, and I'm gonna have to fucking like redo the sketch because I realized I made a couple of mistakes that I need to fix. This is cute, yeah. I'm really liking how this is turning out so far. Ready for all the puns in song form, Starkey? But I will not, this is cute, but I will not be orbed. You will never, you can try and resist the orbification, but you too will one day be claimed by orb. I know, it was one of those stubborn folks that can never be in the wrong. Oh, so like the classical boomer. Like, no matter how life they fucking make, no matter how much harder they make your life, orbs you. Eventually, all will become orb.
wretch, wretch,
What's up, Chris?
we're the wretch.
He's Gen X.
Body is round. His little legs aren't designed for distance.
Oh, shit. Okay, well, hey, very, very minor error here. Well, okay. I deny the orb. The orb will come for you all the same. Try, if you must. If you know, if you orbify a snake, you might turn them into a Tsuchinoko. But no, like, I feel like Gen X is like just as bad as Boomers. Like, I feel like they're not like I guess to be fair, specifically the worst of Gen X are just as bad as Boomers. Like the Gen X people that are bad are like, they are fucking miserable to deal with. What if you're already an orb once you turn 30? Joke's on you, you're already an orb. Boomerification begins. I love the degree to which it's proving to be the exact opposite. Because the idea of the idea that like you get progressively more conservative as you get older is not fucking panning out for the current generation. Millennials are only becoming more progressive as time has gone on. Gen X are weird. They have beef with their kids. Yeah. Yeah, the Gen X Gen Z beef was fucking wild. Also, the thing that the fucking like where they're like, oh my god, I used to drink from the hose in the garden. It's like, okay, so did I. It's not something to be proud of. Why are you proud of this? If you resist to past 30, you're golden. If I start doing boomerisms, just fucking take the shot. Take me out. Like, just fucking just end it. I remember reading the fucking flip phone. Okay, so this is going to be a little bit weird because I kind of blended the fur here. Starkey, is it bad that I somehow made Ferality run on 1 GB of VRAM? It's not bad, but it is honestly kind of impressive. What's up, Chris?
We're the wretch.
I'm baby boomer / Gen X crisp. I hate my dragon wife. Talk about a lifelong jail sentence. God, I wish someone known would kill my wife who I hate.
I'm just like, because like you are like I appreciate that you're doing the bit, but it actually does kind of piss me off. Like that's one of the things where it's like, this is someone that you've chosen to have and like to have and to hold, yada yada, all the fucking, because like my mom cared so deeply about her vows, and it was definitely one-sided. It was very much one-sided. The vows only meant something to my mom. And that generation really wants us to have babies. It's a fucking. Yeah, I hate my wife. I hate my wife, my kids, but you should have kids for sure. Like, okay, cool. I guess misery loves company, but no thank you. Go fuck yourself. Also, using what fucking resources? I can't take care of myself. You expect me to fucking rear a child? Like, legitimately, corporations are not, like... with the current rate of things going, Gen Alpha is going to need a fucking ton of help. So, like, they're not ready for the shit show that they are imposing on the next four decades. I don't think hitting your wife is a boomer / Gen X thing. Often straight men genuinely hate women and view them as incubators / war fleshlights. Yeah. Yeah. There is no misogyny like straight man misogyny. Gen Alpha can't read. Which is funny because, like, unironically, some of the most healthy straight relationships are the ones where, like, the lady primarily takes charge. Warm, not war. Listen, it's okay. It's, you know, it was just a reference to the Greek wars. Yep, Gen Alpha, we need a lot of help. Yep. Even from the grave, those bastards will fucking curse us. Okay, so around the eyes... down and then into the fluff. Put another life in this broken fucking world, make them... No, like, exactly. It's like, I would like, I'm not gonna bring a child into the world. I'm just gonna fucking... Like, I'm just gonna, like, take care of the children that already exists that have to deal with all this bullshit. Like if I have the means to rear children, I will just adopt. Love respecting women is the gayest thing a straight man can do. There was unironically, can I hit you with some fucking sauce? I might have already talked about this on stream. There was a study done where they proved that, like, the process of having sex causes men to release estrogen because it's literally just like a human hormone that both men and women have. The manosphere decided that it was suddenly gay to have sex with women for purposes other than making children. You can't have shit in the manosphere. What the fuck? Who was the president who fucked up everything for everyone? Was it Nixon? It was definitely the fucking trifecta of Nixon, Reagan. Like, Nixon fucked up the socio-political sphere. Reagan fucked up the economy. Bush fucked up in general. Are they okay? I got sent a fucking video that's like, on today's episode of Are the Straights Okay? And then it's swapped to a video from the manosphere of oh fuck, what was that? It was a video about, like, how having eyelashes is feminine, so men should go to a salon and have them take a fucking, like, clippers, like, shears to their eyelashes. Reagan was the one I was thinking about. The only good thing Reagan did was die. Rot in hell, you miserable fuck. And I'm going to say that about a lot of people as we get more and more funerals for the currently powerful elite. Sorry, that got a little bit too real. I'm so sorry. The streets are never okay. Well, you have to wait for a year or two. Yeah, next COVID surge takes out another dozen or so rich, shitty celebrities. I guess to be fair, is it COVID's fault or is it the ivermectin they're taking? Who do we tally the kill under? It's like when Henry Kissinger died and the entire internet was like, fucking finally. I feel like the most damning thing that can be said about your life is that people eagerly await your death. Want me to send you the dating ballerina? Are the straights okay again? No. Wait, actually, yes. But I don't know that I'll have it because I want to finish this. I got 30 minutes left, and I got to do the face pattern here. If they're getting rid of their eyelashes, let them go blind from constant eye irritation. Like, eyelashes are to protect your eyes.
Instead of getting a charty, I just can eat chicken, soy, and have a shit ton of sex.
Oh my merciful God, you're kidding me. Okay, I can actually fix this. Instead of getting HRT, can I eat chicken so I can have a shit ton of sex? You know what? That might shit. Holy hell. Merge with the layer below. I've recovered. We fixed it. I cannot believe my eyes. Owl City Megalovania. But no, like it. I talked to a friend about it, and I made the joke that they're just increasing the damage they take from milkshakes. Because like that the entire purpose of eyelashes is the idea that like they're fucking like they keep the shit that would be going into your eyes out of them. Is this a skip? Chat, is this a skip? Cornflake Girl has voted to skip. Let it cook. Be thankful, Cornflake Girl, because you did come in after we saw a frankly a startling amount of it burnt long ago. Yeah, like the meme at this point is dead, but like, you know, that is not dead which can eternal lie. And in Strange Eons, even this meme will fucking find its way back to my goddamn channel. If you can cook it anymore, it turns into carbon. Gonna relax for a bit. I want to thank y'all for having awesome vibes and conversations as usual. Thank you for hanging out. Oh man, I want to have a shit ton of sex. Does Starkey just use his bit kill token? No. You said it was only for today. Unless your new bit is that you just lie about shit. You wouldn't do that, right? You wouldn't just go on the internet and lie. This is definitely my best orb yet. This you might not like it, but this is what the peak male form looks like.
Fellas, is it gay to be straight?
Yes. Yes, it is literally gay to have straight sex. Well, I just deleted an essay about the history of the U.S. economy for this chat. Sorry, Starkey, but I would go off on that. No, it's all good. It is, to be fair, I think it's kind of... I'm always, like, part of me is apprehensive mentioning topics like that, because, like, to some degree, I do try to keep this space as being, like, the kind of space where, like, people can just get away from the bullshit of the world around us for a bit. But also, I do feel like conversations like this, where it's just like, you know, hey, let's just talk about the struggles for a bit. Like, it ends up being, like, kind of a good... I don't want to say venting, because, like, you know, venting implies that, like, you know, there's something about it that you know, I'm hesitant to call it venting, but that is the lore. Are you really a crow goo scientist, Starkey? In real life, yes. There are times to talk about it, absolutely. Yeah, it's like I guess it's just like one of those things where it's like you have to kind of judge the vibes. Economy can be inherently, maybe inherently political, but it affects our lives. Yeah. It's one of those things where it's like, you know, at some point you have to be like everything. It is the thing you can do that makes the biggest change in regards to like how your life goes. So like, you know, you can't really avoid the topic. And sometimes you have to be like, this dumb fucker. Working on that macro serum? Yes. Well, we already have the growth ray, so the macro serum is just like, it's a party trick thing.
What does this button do?
No, who pressed the button?
Please,
Oh, never mind.
Push the button.
You triggered one of the mod's traps, which is Gen Alpha slang. No, you're fine though. You're fine though, Cornflake girl. Listen, all I'm saying, maybe we could do with less cars. Welcome on in, Sorter. Glad to have you, Sweet Bean. Oh, sorry, I saw a cute gargoyle character. It's in the art channel. Be lurking and cheering for sure. Go get that good pumping. Sortier, Alex Gucci for Sortier, heckin' super Sweet Bean. Let me try it again. No, don't try it again. Listen, my mods are the one who put the Gen Alpha slang, but I haven't removed it because to some degree I kind of agree with them. The Gen Alpha slang shall not be allowed. Okay, Kasai, you can't just taunt them like that. Imagine drinking a macro drink and then becoming a big buff macro. Gosh, imagine. I need to do more macro art. I need to also do more TF art. Like, TF art, macro art, size difference, muscle gain. There's so much fucking art I want to make. I just removed the Gen Alpha slang. Goo art. Yeah, some goo art. Just like at this point, just fucking like embrace all of the kinks. Draw some latex or rubber art. You know? Just make peace with the fact that I am very much the typical furry degenerate. I guess the ace furry degenerate. What's the best size for Starkey? Micro Starkey, average Starkey, or macro Starkey? Knowing that there's a not insignificant overlap between me and DA's viewer base, I suspect that macro will probably take this. Meanwhile, I need to do more normal art as I mostly make macro art. I mean, listen, if it gets you doing art, unironically, it's good. Oh, fuck me, I just realized I also need to do the pobs. And I need to figure out what I'm doing with the tail. Shit. Well, oopsies, accidentally makes Ilianos a Arctic fox. I want to experiment with TFs. I need to make a bunch of TF, like... Because, like, I want to do more TFs for when I'm in 2D, and I also want to do more TFs when I'm in 3D. It's expensive being into TF. Why the fuck is kink so expensive? I am not sure if I'm sorry for that. Notices your fear. Oh, what's this? Does not pay the phantom tax with my mayo whiz on war.
A place called Starkey's, what sorts of things would they sell?
Good question. Probably various TF potions. I need an adult. Drawing shitty people preggers is also funny. Yeah. Remember, no matter how much you hate your own art, you're still doing better than people who just type in prompts. People who make generated images. Because it's not art. Unmod Kasai for 5 seconds for reasons. You know, interesting. I was not expecting MicroStarkey to get any votes. Oh, whoopsies. Me for 5 seconds for reasons. Mod me for 5 seconds for reasons. Orb TF potion, yes. I definitely I like the idea that there's just a discount bin of like various potions, and it's just like what are you gonna turn into this time? Who knows? Like they're just all unlabeled. I will flee if Starkey pulls out the orb TF potion. Do you think you can escape it? People like average Starkey the most? Interesting. Starkey, do you remember when one of the creators of Cyanide and Happiness shit on AI by drawing a monkey smoking through his ass? I did not know about this, but that does sound like something they would do. Can we get Owl Starkey? Strixie-morph? Like, we could maybe make that happen. Who the fuck? Mods? Mods? Put Badum-Tish into the put Badum-Tish into the pear wiggler for 10 seconds. They did this to us. I gone this long without orb, and I've gone 10 years without using a public restroom. On a boss, thank you. Into the fucking what now? Oh, have you not heard about the pear wiggler? The pear wiggler is like one of my favorite memes. Hold up, let me finish this, and then before we wrap up, I will explain the pear wiggler. Mods, put Badum-Tish into the train that takes 2,000 years. Mods, put put them in Mr. Bones Wild Ride. If I say put them on Mr. Bones Wild Ride, that's actually like a permanent ban. if we're being like canon accurate. Son of a puta madre. Bad and naughty children get put into the pear wiggler. Exactly. So, why? You're testing my fucking patience here. The answer is probably because of this. Oh, sorry, I found the fine shiny stuff. It'll be sent to the DMs. All right. Can we just get an eternal timeout, not a ban, but an absurdly long timeout? I'm sure there's like a max, there's like a max number for how long a timeout can be. You know what would be a power move? Go to a place, ask them to time you out for 10 years, and then come back 10 years later. Oh, max timeout's 14 days. I believe for a bit they would like the way the timeout was like the way the ban was coded was it was actually like you were just banned for 10 years because of the fact that I think the timeout and ban shared a like a code base. Okay, this is definitely adorable. For next Christmas, I want paracetamol, ibuprofen, and a 94-hour nap. Are you eepy or getting eepy? We have 3 yes EPs, 0 no EPs. Oh, apparently after 25 timeouts, you're auto banned. There's no way. We 100% like at Pop Stream, we've 100% timed out Carl more than 25 times. I believe he's been timed out easily in the triple digits. That's got to be some misinformation. How did Fox's tails go again? You said a white-tipped tail. Okay, so they're orange and then with the white tip. Okay. I'm gonna do a little bit of designing on Ilianos. This will be a secret kept between the two, kept between you and me, chat. None of you can tell us Ilianos about this. And I'm adding a little bit of black to like help really add some contrast between the white and the orange. It'll be our little secret. Starting April 2018, Twitch users who receive 25 timeouts in a channel will be permanently timed out from typing that channel's chat. Oh no, you activated the sleeper agent in me when you said black. Welcome on Unlock. Let have you, Sweet Bean. It's weird to me that Eepy has exploded from my misspelling Sleepy. Fox's tails are very bushy. How you doing though, Locke? Let have you, Sweet Bean. Hopefully you survive the weekend comfortably, or survive the week comfortably, or you know, at all. Think of the stretch. We're currently in the process of drawing Ilianos. Vornado watch. Ilianos has been he's been orbed. This is definitely, I think, the fluffiest thing I've ever drawn. Like I actually think this might be the single fluffiest creature I've ever drawn. And I kind of love that fact. Okay, Stargate's Chaos. Oh, are you visiting? Are you smooching? Are you fuck? No, I'm not TA. I can't do the bit. Each time I come back after being called away from my computer, the drawing looks cuter and cuter. Yeah, I'm really happy with how this is turning out. Other way around, Locke is visiting. Oh, okay. The question still stands. The question still stands. No, don't mind me. I'm just being the creature from the movie It. Before you end, I need to know about the Pear Wiggler. Okay. So, yes, we got a little bit of time. And I think the big thing I just need to do is the tail left. Jiggle those pears. I need to also add, because we now have a couple of, like, because I need to add some more Borbs to the rotate. Yeah, I really like that, like, little extra, like, little extra, like, dash of black to, like, add some nice contrast. Well, it's like, it's dark gray, but, like, when you're doing digital art, black isn't, like, you know... Because what did Chaos say up for my phone? He just said that you apparently visited him. And I was asking him, if you would survive the week comfortably. Or at all. Have you heard about the Black Santa napkin? With the what? I haven't? I'm concerned to ask about this. It's a meme on TikTok. I wish I could use TikTok. I don't trust the app anymore is the big thing. Yes, I'm surviving, heading home in 2 days. Hopefully you guys have a good, like, a nice time hanging out. Okay. I need to start recording myself doing these because I fucking forgot. I just straight up forgot to. But yeah, no, this is. I think this is my I think this is the best orb I've orbed so far. I'm looking at the tail, and the tail is a little. It's fine. And then immediately into the company retreat. Oh God, I'm so sorry. I'm looking at the eyes. I think if the eyes, there's like they're a little wrong, but I think if I mess around with them, I think that will like cause more problems than it's worth. It was a woman making a lunch for her kids, and she added a black Santa napkin. The way she said it was apparently funny in the phrase, and a black Santa napkin became the meme of the moment for a bit. Interesting. Kind of reminds me a little bit of the that fucking. So there's like the candy ASMR video of the guy who's like pouring various candies, and he doesn't say anything for the majority, and at the end you just hear pink sour lemonade belts. Hold up. So, hold up. Let me export this real quick, and then I'll send this over to Ilianos. Export single as PNG. I got two memes. We got two memes to see before we close up the stream. I love the pink lemonade sour belts. This would be adorable as a plushie. Yeah. That unfortunately made its way into my vocal stim rotation. Oh, that's very unfortunate. Oh, hold up a moment. Let me pull them both up real quick. Pear Wiggler. And then what was the other one was is it Sour Pink? Sour Pink Lemonade Strain. I'm assuming that there's a type of weed called Sour Pink Lemonade. Give me the video. Yes, I found it. Okay, perfect. We got here. Welcome to two memes. But before we go, here's two memes. Christ, is that a weed? So damage. So originally it was a GIF, but it's damage prediction of pears during transportation. And someone just responded, "Bad and naughty children get put into the pear wiggler to atone for their crimes." And the pear wiggler is an eternal. It is an eternal reference, but also. We gotta enjoy some some sour lemonade pink belts. Good. Oh my god. Because the music immediately drops in volume. Why though? Why? Can you fucking imagine just being like enjoying the ASMR aspect? You're like, oh, you know, this is so nice. Like you get the scoops, like that really like high fidelity scoops, and then you just get. I like the pink lemonade sour belts is the one. Yeah, it's the only one fucking. It's the only one he speaks aloud. Why? I need explanations.
Where the wretch.
How about the Papa
Lemonade
Pickle
sour
one?
belts.
Oh God, we're gonna be here for like I'm actually hold up a moment. You've mentioned a really fun one. These are just fucking like what are we're just looking at Jal memes. Papa Pickle. It's what was this like? Let's pack a care package. Oh, so welcome on Yinsa. Glad to have you, Sweet Bean. It looks so good. Yeah, I was actually just about to send it over to you. This is the orb. You have been fully orbified. I did make a very slight, very minor decision in regards to design, where I added this little layer of black between the white tip and the orange on the tail, because I'm like that it gives a little bit better contrast. Also, it's definitely the fluffiest thing I've ever drawn, which I'm very happy about. So yeah, and before we're going, we're doing dumb memes, so because someone asked what the Parawiggler is, and now we're just like, you know, once you talk about the Parawiggler, you can't go back. You have to explain the Parawiggler, and then suddenly everyone remembers all of the memes. Thank you so much. I'll send it over right after I finish up stream. Big Papa Pickle, Big Papa Pickle, Big Papa Pickle, Big. I must return to touching grass for sure. Thank you again for supporting the stream for so long, you sweet bean. Big Papa Pickle, 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 Big Papa Pickle. Amanda, it's enough. That's enough slices. The Amanda, I love it's just. Let's pack Amanda's order. It's just a fuck. Can we talk about how inefficient it is to ship pickles like this? Also, that's like because the Big Papa Pickles have so much liquid in them to like keep the pickle pickled, but you're moving a lot of fucking water. Water is expensive to move. That shit's heavy. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed Pink Lemonade Sour Belts, Papa Pickle, and the Parawiggler. Yes, but it's branding. I suppose so. I suppose that's fair. How would you ship it? How would like ship? Oh, I hit the wrong button. And Brenny gets the pickle off the shelf. I suppose that's fair. Thank you for the stream. Well, thank you for hanging out. Hopefully, you guys had a good time. Hopefully, you guys enjoyed the. I'm very, very happy with how this piece turned out. I won't lie. I don't often take pride in my work, but I think in this case, I'll be a little bit proud of how cute it turned out. But yeah, let's see who all is live. We raided in a marsh. Actually, you know what? It's been a hot minutes we've raided in a marsh. And Marsh is doing his I'm like. The big thing with Marsh though is he's playing Adastra, and I'm like, I don't want to raid in like in the middle of like a scene where they're like it's specifically for stuff like that where I'm like apprehensive about the idea of what about Squeaky Orca? He's subatoning too. We can raid into Squeaky. Is he live right now? Well, shit, he is. Okay, usually Squeaky isn't live this early. Let's take advantage of that. Use my emotes or whoever's emotes you happen to think for the stream. The art was so cute. I hope everyone's having a great rest of their day / night. For sure. Use my emotes or whoever's emotes you happen to have. If you don't have anyone's emotes, feel free to use the emoji version. Start the read over to Squeaky Orca, who is a fellow Thunderfang member, super duper sweet bean, generally like, you know, great person to be around. And yeah, if this is your first time here, I'm Strikemorph, Big Gay Chaos Curry Internet, variety stream live every Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday from 7 to 10 p.m. EST. Mostly I play indie games, however, over the last year and a half, I've been learning to do smart, and I think he's a kink writer. Yeah, he's definitely a kink writer. If you like Goo, if you like Hypnosis, if you like TF, you'll probably enjoy Squeaky Orca stream. I will mums myself about my own opinions. All right, you already fucking know my opinions. Let's be honest with ourselves. Anyways, look at his FA. We have considerable interest overlap. Listen, you know, But anyways, I have a YouTube if you'd like to catch up on the VODs there, see what we've been up to, see my artistic journey captured in full, as well as to see the playthrough of Blueprints that we've been working on. And also, I need to. Next week is going to be the math stream, so it's probably going to be Blueprints Monday, math stream Thursday, art streams Tuesday and Friday. So, but yeah, I have a Discord if you'd like to pop in there, say hello, Sweet Beans, see the Curse Contest Sweet Beans post. And I have a Blue Sky if you'd like to stop by there, give me a follow, to see art that I make as well as art that I get commissioned, general ramblings, all that good stuff. And yeah, I will catch you on Monday for more Blueprints, I think. But yeah, love you guys to bits, and I will see you then. For now, let's go say hi over to Squeaky Orca, who's an incredibly sweet bean. And I'll see you then. Bye! Bye-bye!